Hi everybody, welcome to Bookish Besties, the YouTube site where two people, two best friends on opposite ends of the coast, talk about our favorite books. Books made into movies, movies made into books, anything and all things books. The past couple of weeks I went out and I had a great shopping spree at Barnes & Noble, one of my favorite bookstores, and I got some books. I'm going to kind of share with you the books I've got the past couple of weeks and a purchase that my mom got me from Amazon. First, I'm going to start off with, this was actually, What Matters in Jane Austen was actually a recommendation by Bookish Princess. I'll try to link her information below if I can figure out how to do that. But it's a great read. It talks about things that matter in Jane Austen, age, looks, anything and everything. It's a great read. You can see I'm kind of, a quarter way through it. It's a really good read. And then I don't know who is responsible for these, but these are kind of like the cutest thing ever. I've got these, I guess they're from, I don't know. They're, I have no idea. Oh, the Macmillan Collector's Library. I got it in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, and I got, obviously, my favorite author of all time is Charles Dickens, so I had to get the Pickwick Papers. Love both of these. They're really cute. They're really, really tiny. When you hold them up to, like, a normal-sized book, look how tiny they are. They're just really tiny. They're really cute. And what I love is they each come with their own bookmark, so you never lose where you're at. Then I got another recommendation from Bookish Princess. I've been kind of watching her a little bit, getting some ideas, is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. Have not read this yet. Kind of read a little bit of it on, as a sample on ebooks, but can't wait to start this one. And then, of course, knowing me, I had to get some Jane Austen. This is Lady Susan, The Watsons, and The Sandishin. Can't wait to delve into this. So, it's a purchase. Then I got, if you know me, you know how much I love to read, obviously. Then I got Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. It's in a normal sized book. I love the hot pink. It's got some great illustrations in it. I can't wait to delve into this. Summertime to me is the best time to read Alice in Wonderland, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and Through the Looking Glass, which are a couple of my favorites. Haven't read them in a long time, though. Another two books that I like is by a guy named Samuel Clemens. We all know him better as Mark Twain, and he wrote two amazing books, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, and I managed to get them in one book rather than in two. So that means, obviously, the writing's going to be a little bit smaller, but Barnes & Noble has them in this great, like, leather-bound type that I may actually try to go buy them separately, but for now, I got them in one book, so excited about that. Another thing I got is, look at these end papers. Look at these end papers. And you know it's a great day when you get a bookmark that is a mistake. That's the same as the end papers. It kind of makes your day. But this is Poems of Emily Dickinson. I absolutely love Emily Dickinson. She was a great poetess, and just all around. I mean, there's nothing I can say. Emily Dickinson is one of my favorites. Her poems can be a little. They're deeper than what we would. They're deeper than most poems. She talks a lot about her faith and talks about being a nobody, and she doesn't want to be famous. But I do love Emily Dickinson, so I highly recommend this. And yes, I will be getting this for my mom for Christmas because she's the one that got me addicted to Emily Dickinson. Might not want to stack all the big books on top of the small books. Then, of course, when I was about 10 years old, actually a little bit younger, I'd probably say about 8 or 9, I read from Highlights. They had these classic novels and cartoon in comic book form, which is where I fell in love with A Tale of Two Cities. So that's my all-time favorite book. But I also remember at about that age, they came out with A Telltale Heart. So, of course, I fell in love with Edgar Allan Poe, and I got the complete collection from Edgar Allan Poe. And yes, this does include A Telltale Heart, which I absolutely love. And just don't ever read it before you go to bed. because you'll have weird nightmares. But yes, I got the complete guide, the complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm already a Jane Austen fanatic. If you look behind me, you'll see Mansfield Park, you'll see Northanger Abbey, you'll see a volume, which actually, I have a book of hers that has Sense and Sensibility, it has Pride and Prejudice, it has Persuasion, it has Emma, so I don't have those separately. But I did find something that actually, people mostly do the 6 novels, but this one, if you look, 7 novels. And what is that 7th novel, you ask? Lady Susan. Most people don't put Lady Susan with... Wow, that actually comes off. That's not good. With Jane Austen, because they don't... It technically wasn't complete, but... Or that's what I've heard, is that it wasn't complete. But I love it. So this is all of her novels. This is Emma. This is Northanger Abbey. This is Pride and Prejudice. This is Sense and Sensibility, Northanger Abbey, Lady Susan, and I'm sure I'm missing one, Mansfield Park. So I got that. It's really pretty, and it goes out in the living room because it's just beautiful. I mean, look at the end papers. How gorgeous are they? So can't wait to kind of delve into this. This is a little too big to take on the train, so this is I stay at home and read this. Then today I went and got some books, and of course, anybody who knows me knows how much I love Charles Dickens and Great Expectations. This is one of my favorite books. I love the fact that it's much like the picture of Dorian Gray that I own, where it's just kind of this, like leather bound, I guess. I don't know, but it's kind of flexible, and you're able to use it. And look at the end papers. I mean, I just love these end papers. And this is, again, I love Charles Dickens. I love Great Expectations. I actually, when I was younger, I was going to never get married, and I was going to name myself, I was going to change my name to Hepzibah Havisham. Because Miss Havisham, if you know, plays a big role in Great Expectations. I was going to get an old wedding gown and get like a plastic moldy, spider webby wedding cake, and just kind of live in an old Victorian home, just so people would understand the reason behind the whole name of Miss Havisham. Although Hepzibah is from the House of Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and it is the only Nathaniel Hawthorne book that I like. You will not see anything other than the House of Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne. You'll see no other Nathaniel Hawthorne in my bookcase. Not a good writer, in my opinion. And then, those who know me know how much I love Laura Ingalls, so I got this today. I haven't even started it yet. Can't wait to delve into it. This is Selected Letters of Laura Ingalls Wilder. She is absolutely my favorite female writer. She is she's my best friend. I've always kind of felt a kinship to her, the kind of need to move and wander around, writing, just some of the scrapes she gets into. But I absolutely love Laura Ingalls Wilder. Her writing has always been so fabulous. She's in 1936 on September, she sent I'm going to read you a little bit of something about on the banks of Plum Creek. It goes, "Dear Mr. By, this is the manuscript of the On the Banks of Plum Creek, a sequel to my former juveniles published by Harper's. Ida Lewis Raymond of Harper's is expecting this manuscript." So she kind of, I guess, by that time, I mean, it's just, she knew how to write letters. Oh, it even has, if you look, it even has pictures of Laura. The thing that I love is the fact that she was, I'm a very tiny person. I stand very tiny, and she was about my height. And I have a lot of other Laura Ingalls. I'm waiting to get a lot more. Anything and everything I can find by Laura Ingalls Wilder, I will get. Love her. She's like my best friend. And then a book that my mom read to us growing up, I had to get. And just look at the cover of this book. Just look at this. It's so beautiful. The Secret Garden, my mom read to my brother and to me growing up. And look at these end papers. How beautiful are they? I love it. This was a book that she would read to us. And I love the illustration. our love of reading was really brought on because my parents were avid readers. They always had something, some sort of book in their hand. And there is an image of me when I was about less than a year old. I'm lying on my back with my blanket under my head, and I got a book just kind of hovered over my head. I'm obviously not old enough to understand the words, but that kind of got me into reading. And to be truthful, it really all started with one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. I highly think that if we get our kids to read, they'll continue to read. And I have nothing against new books. I just like classics because you get to hear about words that you just, it takes you to another time and place. You get to learn new words and look up words and stuff. And you get to find new meanings. So I prefer the classics, but I haven't found a modern day author yet except Helen Fielding. I love the Bridget Jones series, so maybe there's hope. But this, I saw in a video, Bookish Princess. Like I said, I'll try to link her below. I really like her videos, her bookish videos. She's given me a lot of recommendations, and then she's got books that I'm like, hey, I must have. That is a beautiful set. I want it, and I got it. Tolkien. Mom grew up reading us. We grew up, not Mom grew up, but my mom, as we were growing up, she would read us The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Fellowship of the Ring. But I just love, I mean, look, it just comes in these, I am reading The Hobbit, by the way. They come in these beautiful, like, leather-bound, fallish colors. I mean, this one's like a plum. We've got, I love the box. We've got, like, I guess this is a goldenrod or a mustard. We've got, like, a burnt sienna or whatever that is. And then we got, like, a brown. But they're beautiful books, and what I love about them is they have maps in the beginning, I mean, as the end papers, and I mean, it's obviously tiny writing, but what else is great about these is, see if I can find it, they actually have Tolkien's original drawings, so I like that. And one of my favorite, I don't have it marked, but I love it when the unexpected party comes to Bilbo Baggins' house, and Thorin, I guess he's like a god among dwarves or something, and he goes to speak, and he goes, "We are met together in the house of our friend and fellow co-conspirator, this most excellent, audacious hobbit. May the hair on his toes never fall out." I love that. That's like a compliment. And Bilbo Baggins misses it, but reading The Hobbit again, and it just, I mean, how can you not want this on your bedside table? So that is my haul that I've gotten the past 2 weeks. The only thing that I have not gotten from Barnes & Noble is this. I got this at Amazon. I'll try to link it below. I'm still fairly new with this, recording on my phone, so we'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. We'll talk to you guys later, and above all, whatever else you do, keep reading. We'll see you later.